Hi everyone, welcome so much to our channel. My name is Naomi and this is
Chris.
And welcome to Living La Vida Weight Loss. So the purpose of this channel is we both wanted to start documenting our journey, our weight loss journey, and what better way to do it than just to document it through video and just see who else is out there that can relate. I mean, if you're watching this and you know what it's like being overweight, then you can definitely benefit from this, I would think, and we can just start a, what is it, like a little community.
Absolutely.
And just talk to each other. So so I first want to just give a little background about both of us. Babe, do you want to start?
Well, usually being overweight, it's more than just a struggle. It's been something that's kind of been following me as a child. You know, being overweight.
I'm not laughing.
Being overweight as a child is probably more of a struggle than anything because you don't understand many things when you're little. Pretty much, you know, we're here to discuss how weight loss, the pros and the cons. I don't know, there's no fucking pro.
There's no pro. There's no pros to weight loss. Bouncing off what he said, we both have been overweight our entire life. Like since I was a little girl. And my family, like my father was like an athlete, like star athlete, all that stuff. My mom was very athletic growing up. Like I have 4 brothers and 3 of them, they were all thin and in shape. So it's like, it's always been me. I was always like the one that had the weight issues since I was a little girl. I remember being like 6 years old, 7 years old in a doctor's office and my mom trying to understand like, why am I overweight? And you know, we didn't eat junk food in my house growing up. To go to McDonald's, to go to, you know, birthday parties, that was like a rare occasion. I mean, McDonald's, we would eat like once or twice a year. Birthday parties, like that's when we had soda. That's when we had cake. Like none of that was kept in our house. My parents both said you know, I would be small one moment, a month or 2 later, I would be like ballooned up. In my teenage years, I lost like a good amount of weight, but I still was always like bigger. Like I was, I guess, thick. But, and just as I got older, it's just like I would lose it and then I would gain it. And, you know, back when we met in September of 2015. And I just recently lost like 70 pounds. And how much did you just lose?
I lost 120 pounds at the time.
Yeah. So when we met, I was excited to meet somebody that could relate. Like, oh my gosh, you were really heavy just like me. You lost weight. I'm losing weight. Like, so when we met, we kind of were like, oh my gosh, like we're gonna lose weight together and we're gonna continue and just look amazing. And then what happened? What did we do?
Slowly gaining the weight back little by little. And before we realized it was a little too late to try to bounce back from where we officially were.
Well, it's never too late to bounce back. It just got a little out of control. Like we moved in together. We started like ordering all the time, ordering in. Like in the beginning, we were going out, we were drinking a lot, like every weekend. Alcohol isn't like the devil, but it's like you ever get wasted and then you eat. Like, so if you're out till 2, 3 in the morning and then, okay, let's go hit a diner, let's order Domino's. Sometimes we'd be out dancing, like you're burning cardio. Like you're burning calories. So it was like the food that you would eat once you would be wasted and it just crept up. Like I lost 70 pounds when I met him. The next thing you know, I gained it all back. We met, I was about 290, like 2. I just lost 70 pounds. And then next thing you know, I was back up 360. April of this year, the highest was 367.
Well, 3 years ago, before we even met, I was on the process of actually wanting to lose weight, get in shape, get healthier. So at the moment, I was 376. I made the decision to like, all right, enough is enough. I am tired of like weighing and being sluggish and feeling tired all the time. You know, considering how young I am, you know, I just turned 30 this past June and there's no reason why
like you feel like that active all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was 376 at the time. I ate below 2,000 calories, only had a specific grams of carbs that I would eat per day. And from 376, I got down to 260 by, I'd say about Halloween of 2015.
When I met him in September, he was 295. And then in October, he was like 259. Because I remember you weighed yourself before we went out.
Right.
And you were just living in the gym.
I was testing my mile runs. I was being strict. I was doing doubles. I would work out in the morning after work, then I'd work out later in the evening before work. I was just dedicated. I even ran a mile in 7 minutes and 57 seconds at the weight of 260. So imagine, you know, what I could have pursued if I would have just continued. But you know, we get at least we get the opportunity to do it all over again and pass what our past
like
goals
we can
were.
Exceed it, exactly.
You know, so that's the beauty of it. You know, we're still young, we still got time, and the time is now to actually do it. You know, we met, we started dating, then we continued to like party. It was like an every weekend thing, little by little, and going up and up. And actually, I've reached the highest in weight at this time, like ever. I reached 415 pounds, and I felt helpless. Like I just, you know, it was kind of like, oh my gosh, here we are again, and not even here we are again, but I even exceeded past 376, which was my highest weight recorded back 3 years ago. So it was definitely more of a challenge this time, just more mentally. Knowing my abilities compared to 3 years ago and where I was now, I felt like I couldn't do it again. Like, oh, how am I going to get back to that? How am I going to run that mile in under 8 minutes again? It was just like, man, I just didn't know how to deal with it. And, you know, first step I took was making a choice. I just started taking baby steps. You know, I started to eliminate certain things that would eat as much. You know, 415, I lost.
How much are you now?
I am now currently 340 pounds.
Like a vision board, and we both wrote. We started. Well, this is our second one. So we started in February. We started trying to lose weight, and that was when you were
415.
Yeah, and in February I was 367. We started slowly, like we would do little by little. It's all mental, and it's also like habit, like habitual. Like Friday night, Saturday night, like, oh, let's order pizza, let's eat junk, and you slowly have to eliminate that. So come April, that was when I know I personally got just like serious about it. I started seeing a trainer twice a week, and like you said, we're young. Like I hated feeling like a 70-year-old, like never wanting to do anything. It's the worst feeling. On top of that, just for me, it's clothes and wanting to look really cute and like cute little outfits and never being able to like do that. So, you know, but so we made a chart, and then once the summer hit, we made another one. So this is like our, it's like 2018 summer slim down. So we both wrote like, I'm on this side, he's on this side, and this was like his before and after pictures from like 3 years ago. But we both wrote our, you know, we have goals, we have like things we want to accomplish. So I think this is really good. I suggest you all out there that if you're trying to achieve something, make something like this, because we stuck it right on our fridge. So every morning, you know, when we wake up, you open the fridge, you see like, man, I've been slipping up a little. I haven't been feeling mentally strong. And then you look at your goals and you look at, you know what, like when I wrote that, I was feeling good. We were feeling like ready. So it kind of is like a reminder. My last recorded weight was 329. So it went from 367 to 329. And I have a goal by Halloween. I want to definitely see either the low 300s or the high 200s.
From my reported weight, which was 405, until now, it's about 65 pounds going on to 70. Yeah. And honestly, you know, it's a process. It was actually a slow process, but you know, I'm getting there.
So another thing that I do at my job, everybody knows I'm on a diet. I have a current bet going with another person at my job, and we both have a bet. Whoever loses the most weight by Halloween, we have to buy the other person lunch. Also, like starting to hear, like a few people told me they noticed I lost weight. That helps, and that gives you motivation to keep going. But even if they don't, because we're bigger. We're not gonna lose. I've lost 35 pounds. If a 185 pound person lost 35 pounds or 70 pounds, it would be significantly like a big, huge difference. For us, it's gonna take another like 40 pounds for me to lose, another 40 for you to lose, so people really start noticing. So that's another thing. If you're starting out really heavy, don't let that discourage you. I know for me, my pants started getting a little looser and I started feeling better. So that's stuff that you can take and use that as motivation. And all the compliments and all that will come. My advice to you is definitely let people know. Like my job, they always order food. I'm like, nope, don't even ask me, don't even tempt me. And they know, and everybody's so supportive. All my family, all my brothers, my mom, my dad, they're so supportive. Doing it together is so supportive, because I feel really bad. I've heard people say that their boyfriend or girlfriend is their worst influence. That sucks, you know, like just make it a point if you are going through that you won't tolerate it. If somebody's not gonna support you, then I don't know. I mean, maybe this is mean, but kick them, you know, just get rid of them, like, or stay away from them for a while. I'm also like turning down plans. I don't want to go out anywhere. I don't want to be around certain things because maybe I don't feel that strong yet, or I just don't want to be pressured into it. Like, I'm not one to give into peer pressure, but I don't want to hear, I just don't want anything to kind of like jeopardize like how good mentally and how focused I am. So, you know, that's my tip to you. If for a few months, 3-4 months, you have to kind of be a hermit and stay in your own little world, and if that's what it's gonna take for you to stay focused, do it. That's my advice to you. Stay focused. You know, you're gonna get there. It's gonna take time. I wish I lost double what I lost, but like, what is your tips for staying focused?
There's nothing wrong when it comes to isolating yourself. It's not a selfish thing. Sometimes you just need to separate yourself from people so you can focus on what you need to get done. I have a lot of buddies that they like to go out drinking and partying, and you know, sometimes I, like she said before, I'll shut down the plans, or I'll reschedule, or honestly, most of the time I just make something up because I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to, like she said before.
I don't encourage that, but
absolutely
sometimes you have to, or you just, you know, no, can we go hiking?
Like, come on, let's do it. Like, let's go. Just come out, just one night.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that one night could definitely ruin the entire week. You lose 5-6 pounds, maybe even more throughout the entire week. Come one Saturday night, you start drinking. You know, the liquor's in your system. Then you start getting that appetite, and you know, you're just in a state of mind. You're like, oh, it's just one night. Who cares? I worked hard. Let me reward myself. Let me enjoy myself.
That's like, probably been one of our.
I'll work out harder tomorrow, and then there you go. Then the next day you're full of regrets, like, why did I do that? So it's absolutely fine. You know, sometimes you have to be selfish in order to succeed, and what I recommend in situations like that, you just have to be tougher than the actual situation. And temptation is a part of life. Every day
temptation is a mother.
You will.
I just had it this past week. That's kind of what threw me off a little. I had training. They ordered pizza for one day. They ordered, which that was the day when I gave in. I had a slice and a salad. But I didn't touch any of the bagels, any of the donuts. The last day I had a half a bagel. But it was just like food and a basket of candy in our face for 8 hours. So temptation, I didn't know that was gonna be like that. It's just gonna happen. You're gonna have people that wanna give you food. Just politely say no. I've declined food from coworkers. Temptation is just always gonna be there.
Little training things or like parties or whatever always end up choosing like the higher calorie foods. Yeah,
like, why is it always donuts and bagels and pastas, and like, why? Like,
especially that's pizza.
Yeah,
pizza's always like the easiest thing that I feel like companies are, all right, just get a pizza pie. Yeah, a few people, like 2 slices each, and then, you know, we move on.
Why can't the basket be a fruit? Instead of bagels, whole wheat toast and hard-boiled eggs and turkey sausage or something. Like, that's
and that also reminds me that I choose the less healthier stuff, because for some reason the healthier stuff seems to be more expensive. So
I feel like we spend the same amount on healthy food than we do on non-healthy food. If anything, it's more expensive. You get 2 bags of chips, that's $5, and a pizza, that's $10 right there. That's $15. You could have got healthy foods. You could have got a carton of eggs, you know, some turkey sausage and a thing of chicken for the same amount. That's it, guys. I mean, is there anything else you want to say? Well, a little I do want to mention, so if there's any questions that you have or you want to know, this was just more of an introductory type video, but I do want to be, like, we're going to be covering, like, certain topics every week, so I want to kill it with our struggles of the week. My struggle of the week was that training. I did really well up until the last day, and that's when I kind of got off a little. And what I learned from it, just be better prepared. So that was my struggle.
My struggle of the week, honestly, it was getting into the gym or getting any type of workout in. I filled in for a project for the last 2 weeks where it required me to work 12 hours every day. And I just struggled to push myself to get up.
You were working longer than that.
Yeah, sometimes even 13 and a half, almost 14 hours a day. I'm glad the project's over, because I feel like, okay, now I can dedicate the extra bit of time that I was investing into work into making it to the gym at least 3-4 times a week. That was my personal struggle. Right,
minimum 3. Definitely. Just get in there. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have any questions, definitely ask. And if there's anything you want us to talk about, or if you have any suggestions for us, definitely let us know. And thank you so much for joining and watching, and definitely subscribe, okay? Bye.
Thanks.